I have had custody of my daughters for the last 3 years while paying child support.
My understanding, you wish to proceed without an attorney. Is that correct?
Yes.
Are you doing so freely and voluntarily?
Yes.
Has anyone threatened you, coerced you, used any undue influence, pressured you, or promised you anything to get you to appear without an attorney?
No.
Court will find that Mr. Stewart does freely and voluntarily waive his right to an attorney. Mr. Stewart, we're going to take some testimony from you, Ms. Mouton. We're going to have you raise your right hand, be sworn in, then we'll proceed.
Your Honor,
Yes.
this hearing isn't for the contempt finding. Mr. Stewart he has gained employment and income withholding is established. So front of the court was going to request a dismissal.
Oh,
The matter before the court is the
Okay.
bond that he
Ms.
posted.
Mouton, you could have interrupted me and.
Well, you were on a roll. Sorry.
Okay, thank you. Okay, Mr. Stewart, in front of the court has recommended that, again, we cancel the bond, basically, dismiss the case. Yeah, I assume you don't have any opposition to that.
Your Honor.
No.
So he posted a bond in the amount of $873, and he is requesting that the bond be refunded back to him and not forfeited towards his arrears.
Okay,
Yeah. So I just had a custody hearing on Monday for the girls, and basically Justina didn't even show up to the hearing. I have had custody of my daughters for the last 3 years while paying child support, getting no help from Justina at all. That's why I requested, could I get that money back and maybe file a motion to lower the rearage or have them dismissed, because I've been taking care of the kids solely by myself for the last 2 to 3 years.
okay. Ms.
So
Mouton, what's you're recommending in this matter regarding the bond?
Your Honor, this docket is arrears only, but there is Mr. Stewart did file a motion for custody, and there's also a support review and a rev mod in the process. We do have income withholding in place, and it's coming in around just under $600 a month. So front of the court would not be opposed to refunding the bond to Mr. Stewart.
Mr. Stewart, you've heard Ms. Mouton
yes.
make a recommendation that we would in fact refund the bond to you and not basically not forfeit it. So the court will follow the recommendation, so they'll be able to refund the money to you in this matter. Anything else, Ms. Mouton?
No, Your Honor, not on this docket.
Okay. Mr. Stewart, you're free to go. Have a good day.
Thank you. Question: do I have
Yeah.
to come in and sign anything or does it be mailed out to me? I'm not quite familiar how this process works.
Okay, quite frankly, I'm not either, because we rarely, if ever, refund a bond. So is he gonna have to sign anything, or is it?
He will not have to sign anything. It will be mailed back to you.
Okay.
Okay.
It should be mailed back to the address that you have on record, sir.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. Have a good day.
Mr. Parker was unwilling to forfeit his $500 bond. Heather Mainstone versus Justin Parker, with Justin Parker being the respondent and payer. This is a bond forfeiture hearing, and the order being enforced today is from June 5th, 2019. Mr. Parker's current monthly support is $56 with an arrears set at $21.75 per the November 4th, 2019 order, including service fees for a total monthly obligation of $81.25. The date and amount of his last payment was October 31st, 2019 of $17. That was a court order payment. There was a bond posted that we are addressing today of $500, and that was posted May 27th, 2023. There have been 12 show causes, 6 bench warrants, and 4 contempt findings. His compliance of 6 months at $81.25 is $487.50 and it would have been with a $500 posted bond, total due of $987.50, including the bond that was posted with no payments made. His shortfall also would have been $487.50, with his total arrears amount at $14,143.14 as of May 31st, 2023. Per the order dated January 7th, 2019, Mr. Parker was sentenced to 45 days in jail. Mr. Parker was unwilling to forfeit his $500 bond, which is why we are here today, Your Honor.
Okay. So the only issue before us today is the bond, Ms. Weemheims, is correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay.
I'm looking at this, the court prep sheet and your testimony. It says here, shortfall was, or compliance was measured at 6 months times $81.25 per month. Is that correct?
Mhm.
For a total of $487.50, correct?
Mhm.
All right,
Is that
and a
a
bond
yes?
was posted.
Hold on, is that a yes?
Yes, I'm sorry.
Okay,
All right, a bond was posted of $500.
Yes,
All right, so on this sheet, you have a total due of $987.50.
yes, that
Why
would have,
did you,
oh, I'm sorry. It calculates itself. That would have included if he was to forfeit his bond, but he did not. So that calculated in $987.50.
well, why would that increase his amount owed?
I'm not sure, Mr. Sackrider.
All right, so we can agree that the compliance is $487.50.
Yes, if he would have forfeited his bond, yes, he would have. But he did not. So that's why we're here today.
well, it looks like, and clarify if you could, Miss Weemeyer, looks like the shortfall is $987.50, but it would be the $487.50 if he forfeited the bond. Is that?
Yes, Your
Okay,
Honor.
I thought that's what you were saying.
Yes, I was.
Well, but the math of $81.25 times 6 months does not equal $987.50. Do you agree with that, Ms. Weemheims?
That equals $487.50, which is what I have on the prep sheet.
All right, and so is that what's required for compliance?
Yes, that was, but he did not forfeit his bond.
All right. Okay, a cash bond was posted in the amount of $500. Is that correct?
The bond was posted, but Mr. Parker did not want to forfeit the bond, which is why we had to have a hearing today.
Okay, no further questions, Your Honor.
Okay. Any proofs, Mr. Sackrider?
I call Mr. Parker.
Go ahead.
All right, Mr. Parker, can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
All right, you posted a $500 bond in this matter, is that correct?
Yes.
On May 27th of 2023. Are you asking that that bond be returned to you?
It's not mine. Yeah, it was. So that was the issue. The reason that I was asking for it. If I could at least relinquish part of the bond to pay off the past,
What would you propose?
300, take 300 of the bond, and then I'd be able to pay 200 on the 30th.
Okay, so you want 300 towards your child support or 300 returned to you?
No, 300 to my child support.
Okay, and then pay an additional 200 by the 30th?
Yes.
Okay. All right, I have no further questions.
Okay, thank you. Well, in this matter, it does appear to be a simple case as we have an arrearage in this matter in excess, looks like in excess of $14,000. And we had prior contempt findings. The court had already addressed that issue and did sentencing in this matter previously. The only issue is the bond. It was posted in the amount of $500. What the court is going to do is the court is going to order the forfeiture of that bond in total. And that would be the ruling of the court at this particular time. That will end this matter at 7:56 a.m. You're free to go. Have a good day.
We also said that we would take care of college. So you want me to pay both amounts, $100,000 plus the $70,000 arrearage, right? So bottom line is you're saying that, yes, you want to pocket the full amount of the arrearages for yourself. And on top of that, have my family pay for full amount of college. Is that what you're saying?